So I've also made up a couple of these PS2 to ASCII keyboard PCBs, and the idea behind these is that you can use a normal PS2 keyboard, which plugs in there, in place of the proper Tangerine keyboard, which looks like that. Now, Tangerine keyboard does have a reset button there, so you can reset the computer, but this one's got a, in this case, big red button there, so reset there, but everything else operates on the keyboard. So if I get the real one that's attached to that computer, so here, if I reset it, there you go, and then let's just go back into basic. There you go. So this is on an old PS2 keyboard I've got here, and let's set everything up back into basic. So what's quite nice, caps lock works, so upper and lowercase D's, and it means you're not tied into that keyboard that Microtan had, or some sort of arrangement to get a PS2 or maybe even a USB keyboard to operate with this machine. So that's nice. I made a couple of those up because I bought enough components to, well, you had to buy 5 of this, that and the other, so I thought I'd make 2 up. I do have enough backplanes to make 4 systems now, I've realised, but I've only got 3 CPU cards, so I made up a 2 slot backplane. This is the same as the Micron backplane. I've got a little Micron over there, which is just a Tan-X and a Microtan 65 in a case, but I've also got a I think, what is it 12 slot? Something like 8 and 9 slot, which is in this rack here, which is what's running now. But I also made one of these, which is a new Microtan-R, what's that, a 7 slot backplane, so I might put that in a rack as well, because I'm going to have 3 CPU cards. I've got 2 originals and 1 Microtan-R, which is a recreation. So I might stick that in a smaller rack and put the 7 slot with that. That will give me 3 systems in total, and I do have enough backplanes for 4, so I don't know whether I'll make another CPU card or what I'll do with that. But that's a spare for the Micron anyway, in case something goes wrong there. So I've also made, well, in the process of making a Tan-XR. Let's zoom out. So that's a recreation of the Tan-X, but I'm still waiting for some ICs on that. And I've also got the recreation high resolution graphics card. Again, I'm waiting for chips to arrive so I can finish that. And I've also got a Tandos, but I'm planning to use a USB adapter, not a real floppy drive on that. So again, waiting for ICs to arrive to finish that off. Got an original PGM card here. This is a graphics card that uses character generators, but the soldering on that was terrible. That's an original from, well, it looks like the Middle Ages with the soldering on there. It's done with an iron stuck in a fire, I think. And then I've got the CPU recreation, the Microtan 65R. I don't bother populating the modulators. These days I just use these small monitors using composite video. Done that on quite a few things. But yeah, quite a lot of stuff, all not finished yet, so I haven't managed to power any of those cards up. But hopefully the chips will arrive soon. Most of them, well, almost all of them are pretty easy and cheap to get hold of. Some of the disk drive ones on the Tandos card, quite expensive and difficult to get hold of maybe. But I'm planning on, well, I wasn't going to make up the Tandos originally, but I realised that you can get stuff, and because you can get these floppy adapters, You don't actually have to, so I'll find it, you don't actually have to put a real floppy drive on there with all the mechanical problems and so on. So I'm just going to use one of these, which is just I think you put a USB drive in there and you've got your floppy ribbon here, so I think that fits fairly well on top of the card. There's some holes. There is an option to put this sort of thing on there, but this isn't the actual card it was designed for, but I think it will actually bolt on top there with a ribbon cable running underneath, so we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, I might get the option that the Tandos card was designed for.